Hey there, everybody. It's Stephanie, Old World Gamer, and welcome back to Quest of the Farlands. I know it's been several days, well, it's been the weekend, since I've uploaded any Quest of the Farlands or any videos, and honestly, I kept up to most of my schedule that I had planned out. The only thing that I missed was an upload on Friday. I did, well, not only that, but I started off the week badly by having Quest of the Farlands up on Tuesday instead of on Monday, but for the most part, I put up 4 videos last week, so I think I'm doing pretty good. No, I'm going in the right direction. I had to make sure of that for a second. But yeah, welcome to Quest of the Farlands, the series where we are walking to what is known as the Farlands, which is a segmented, mishy-mashy, broken up, weird generation terrain place that's 12.5 million blocks away from spawn, and this only occurs in Minecraft beta 1.7.3, and we are walking there. It's gonna take us years, and I am quite fine with that, as are most people who decide to take on the venture. Most recently, and the person who primarily started this walk to the Farlands with Farlands or Bust was Kurt J. Mack, and most recently he answered a bunch of questions that I sent in thanks to the donations I got at the convention for the Perler Bead art. And I asked 5 questions, and I wasn't even sure if he was going to answer one of them, because I don't know, maybe it's particular, or maybe he didn't have time, or maybe it's too much. I don't know, but he actually answered them all, and he answered them quite well, actually. One he was not exactly 100% sure about, which was the method of space travel using a vacuum, which he was referring to the drive that NASA claims to have made, but that's not what I was talking about. Just the whole, I guess, it's not even scientific. It's more or less, you know how when you open an airlock, everything gets sucked out into space because of the vacuum of space. Well, I was wondering if there was a way that you could harness that so space kept sucking you. That sounds very dirty and gross, but I do not mean anything dirty or gross by it. What I mean is that, well, Hops, you may have just dried off, but we are about to jump into the water, my friend. Ooh, maybe not for long, because this land over here looks pretty nice. I'm not sure. Wait, no, it's just a regular hill. Or is it? No, it's not. It is not a regular hill at all. And I don't know why, but I'm really enjoying the look of this spot. I really am. I don't know, it's something about the cliff up there to the right with the trees up in the clouds. Just looks really nice. And just bringing up my little topic list here, and we're gonna see if we can't go around here. Poor old Hops has disappeared. But yeah, no, he's answered all of our questions, Mr. Kurt J. Mack, and I was quite happy with the answers that he gave me, other than the one for being an introvert, extrovert kind of thing, because that was more of a kind of a personal thing, which, yes, it did revolve around the way I feel about myself and the way things work out for me. And I used to be a very big extrovert growing up, and I somehow, some way, over the years, I should probably bring back everything, there we go, became an introvert, and now I want to be an extrovert again, because I was a lot more fun to be with and to be around when I was an extrovert. At least that's what I thought. So I could be wrong, I guess, but no, I'm working at being a little bit more social, being a little bit more of a pleasant person. Sometimes I can be unpleasant. Sometimes I can be, you know, just straight and to the point, which I had to do recently. But I won't get into that. Just say some bridges have to be burned because they're not worth keeping there, because the bridge is not much of a shortcut if there's a path around, if that makes any sense. And all of a sudden a bunch of squids just popped up out of nowhere. Another squid party. What's up with the squid parties? All the time. All the squids. All the parties. All the squids. There we go. That's not a bad picture either. I like the hole that goes all the way through there. That's what he said. I don't know. And there's the overhang we were looking at as well. But excuse me. So, something that I've been thinking about doing with Homefront is, because I'm doing so much work in between, I'm probably going to do a little bit of a recap in every video, just to show you guys what I've done. Like, I know you might not be following both series, but if you are, then spoilers! I've been building on my... Oh god, there's Hops. Hey buddy! I've been building on the server, and I've been just doing my own little village. I cleared out a lot more trees, and I now have a moat that's not filled yet. I gotta see if there's any like way I can pipe lava up to the surface or something. But I have a moat that goes all the way around the village, and that also encapsulates a lot of land that has been unused so far. So I still have lots of room to build and to make other things within the kingdom itself, or at least within the kingdom village and the castle itself. But I eventually will like to expand that, and obviously, like one thing that's not going to be a part of the actual, like, inside the walls in the village is going to be the lighthouse. And I'm going to make a nice looking lighthouse, and I'm going to see what I can do about getting them to work the way I want them to. Now, the only thing is, with a lighthouse, you can use, what are they called? Beacons. There we go. That's the word I'm looking for. You can use beacons in order to make light, but they only go straight up into the sky. Which, again, I guess it can work as a lighthouse that way, but it doesn't really shoot the light out into one direction. And can you light up my like nobody else? Oh, I'm sorry. That was like the worst. One Direct. Oh god, that was like the worst One Direction impression ever. I don't know the words. I just you don't know you're beautiful. What is she, stupid? Does she not own a mirror? Is she blind? I don't get the song at all. But anyways, yeah, no, the beacon beam of light only goes off into one direction, which is up, like I said. And I'm wondering if there's a way that you can bend the light. Like, is there a mod that maybe allows you to place beacons a different way? Because if that's possible, I would like to be able to do that. I wonder if Chisel gives you any options for beacons. That would be nice as well. Either way, I'll take a look. I'm going to try to make a lighthouse that looks as realistic as possible. But I may have to get into redstone contraptions for that as well. So, which way are we going? We are going this way. I'm going to take this little piece of land over here, because I can. But, yeah, there's going to be a little bit of change to the home front. Like I said, I'm going to give you a little bit of progress and, like, a little recap on what I've done so far. And then I'm going to do, like I said, a little bit of progress or what's it called? A little bit of progress or questing. Besides that, because I usually do each episode, it's only 2 episodes a week, and I do each episode in 1-hour segments. Now, I know if I wanted to, I could probably break it up into half-hour segments, but then it makes me slow down, or, you know, but at the same time, there's times I feel like, maybe I should have ended the episode early and had a shorter episode, but I don't want to end the episodes too early. I like working there. It's just, like I said, I don't want to subject you guys to all the boring stuff, like I said, you don't want to watch me mining for... Ooh. You really don't want to watch me mining for cobblestone for like 3 hours. You don't want to see that. Like, I've scooped out some places. I've even got a place in the map where I just teleport to it. I'm going to be straight up. I teleport to a certain part of the map, and I just mine cobblestone the entire time. That's the easiest way for me to get cobblestone, so that's what I do. That and dirt. Now, sometimes I will go into creative and to do something, like if it's going to take me a long time, or if I just worked on a section and ran out of so many materials, and I still want to do, like a part of the castle, or like, I don't know, retouch something in the village, then I'm more than likely just going to go into creative just because it's easier that way. And it's time for us to hold up for the night. Hold up for the night? Hold up. Hold up. Was it? Dropping to the wheels fell off. Hold up. I'm trying to think of that, the rap song. Smoke every day. It's like, why did you even bleep it out? Why don't you just end it before that? There we go. Anyways, I will see you all in the morning. And we are awake and still have the lovely Minecraft music playing. And it looks like this is for a small piece of land here. There was a lot of forest cover right here. I don't know why, but there is. You can almost get mobs to spawn there. Jeez. It's dark. Very shaded. If this is a warm summer's day, this would be the place to come and chill out and maybe even have a nap. I don't know. So, over the weekend, besides doing my main work, trying to stick to my schedule, which, by the way, I've done everything except for record 2 episodes of Game of Thrones, which I'm actually doing today. And although Game of Thrones is going up on my channel today, I've already had an extra episode. So technically, I've only have to record 1 extra to keep up to this week's schedule. But I'm going to probably record 3. So I can have this week done and next week done. And not only that, but it's only 20 minutes per episode, so that's technically a little over an hour by the time everything is said and done. That that I'll be able to get stuff. Where did you even fall? Where are you? How? How did you even? No, you're not. You know what? No. I'm not going to cater to your wants. Not today, sir. Not today. And I'm supposed to be going this way, and I don't know why I'm going a different way, but I am. Anyways. So yeah, I managed to record 2 extra Let's Plays for my channel. I doubt many people from the Let's Play channel is going to be watching this anyways, but Evander Holyfield's boxing. I've done it legitimately, and then I recorded the LP using a secret boxer that you can use, providing you enter the boxer's name, the secret boxer's name, into the boxer creation screen. When you give him a name, use his name and you get him. Anyway, so I've recorded both of those. I think the first one legitimately was about an hour and a half. The second one with the new character was about an hour. So that's going to be good for just extra video for my channel. I've been wanting to do that one for a while just because, I don't know. I've always found the Sega always had better sports games than the Super Nintendo. I've never enjoyed sports games on the Super Nintendo. I don't know why. I guess because we never really had them for the Super Nintendo either. I mean, my friends who own Segas, if they had Segas, they always had sports games. I don't know why, and perhaps that's because at the time it was cheaper to get a Sega than it was to get a Super Nintendo. I'm not gonna lie, it totally was. But hey, Hops, how's it going, buddy? Are you gonna just make that? You're gonna destroy that raft, aren't you? I'm not gonna look. If you're gonna murder a raft, you murder it behind my back where I don't have to see it. I don't have to experience the emotion. It's just a raft. Anyways. So yeah, I still recorded both of them. Still having shoulder pain. I'm going to see the doctor tomorrow. At one point it felt like it was getting better, and then the next day, actually I think it was that night, I went to bed and I couldn't get to sleep because my shoulder was giving me a lot of pain, a lot of issues at that time. So I had to get up and take medication, and about an hour later, once it finally kind of kicked in, it went away enough for me to go to sleep. Well, not only that, I was probably exhausted enough that I didn't care anymore. But I'm going to have to see if he can do anything in regards to giving me a better, I guess, medication for it. Or, like I said before, I'm very afraid that there's going to be something worse wrong, and I guess I'm kind of pessimistic in that case because, I don't know, it could easily just be nothing at all. It could be just, you know, inflamed muscle or, sore ligaments or et cetera, that kind of thing. And I'm hoping that's all it is. But, of course, like I said, I'm very pessimistic when it comes to this stuff. Where I don't really talk to my mother anymore. She was a nurse practitioner, and so if I had any issues like that, I could talk to her, and I know that whatever she's telling me is probably right. So I used to look to her quite a bit for anything medically wrong with me, and I've been for the most part fairly healthy most of my life. So yeah, it bothers me, but I'm not going to let it bother me too much, because as long like when I'm using a computer, I shouldn't say all the time, but most of the times my shoulder is in a position that it doesn't hurt. But there can be times, like if I'm into a game and I start leaning forward a little bit, like I tend to do sometimes, it puts my shoulder in a position that is not so favorable, and then I kind of gotta lean back and relax a little bit. So, as it stands right now, I mean, obviously I'm not at work, but I'm getting a little bit antsy at home. There's only so much stuff I can do for YouTube before I'm just like, okay, I got to be doing something else now, because I don't want to say I'm bored of it, but like, I don't know. I think it's the whole ADD thing. Like, I get... I can only do a certain thing for so long unless I get super into it, which sometimes with the YouTube stuff I can. Sometimes with Minecraft I can. Like, there's times that I go, hours playing Minecraft and don't even realize that it's, as late as it is and I haven't eaten yet that day or something like that. And the same thing has happened with editing. With Indie Source especially recently, I've been finding that whenever I'm either playing or editing the Indie Source game, I end up getting super absorbed into it, and I just kind of forget what I'm doing, and again, time passes by, and, once the video is done and everything, it's like, great, everything's done. Then I look and like, oh, okay, well, I just spent like 6 or 7 hours looking at Sony Vegas. So... Anyways, what I'm trying to say is that at the very least, I've got to try and look for, I don't want to say an office job. I mean, I've always been looking for a computer technical, background type job anyways, just because that's the field I'm into, but there's only so much that I can do. I mean, I don't want to do anything to stress out my body or shoulder any more than what it is right now. And, I mean... Dude, another issue that I had with myself was that the ligaments maybe in my right knee. When I was working at work, I fell onto a hidden wooden peg that was in someone's lawn. I slipped with the ladder, and the ladder fell on the lawn, which is no big deal. And but my knee decided to fall on this wooden peg that was under the snow that I obviously couldn't see, and it was pretty bad pain when it first happened, but it eventually went away. I got through the job and I did it, and et cetera, et cetera. I told my my supervisor about it, and he said, well, I didn't tell you to do that. I'm like, well, you told me that the job was not unsafe, so I should go and do it. So technically, yes, you did tell me to do it when I said I didn't want to. So, but anyways, that's besides the point. I didn't bring that up, but since that's happened, there's a certain part of my knee that has no feeling in it anymore. Like, actually, it has a little bit of feeling in it now compared to what it did before. But it was pretty much numb. Like, and I only noticed it one day when I was, I guess, scratching. And I noticed that as I scratched over to one area, yeah, there it is. Yeah, I still had that one area where it's just dead. Like, I'm scratching at it now, and I can't feel it on my skin. Like, I know I'm doing it because my finger's actually rubbing there. But the skin itself just feels kind of like it's dead underneath or something. I don't know. It's weird. Anyways, that was getting into some weird things that's going on with me. But anyways, that's besides the point. Back to the Minecraft. I'm still waiting on the Heatley Bros. I'm hoping everything's okay with those guys, because they're making me a new intro. I told them no longer than like 10 or 15 seconds for my new series, Nostalgic Favorites. And they, of course, being as awesome as they are, they had no problem with it. And I was like, great, okay, that's, I'll be able to get a really cool, really nice, upbeat 8-bit theme for this nostalgic favorites, and that's going to work out nice. But it's been almost 2 weeks. I could be wrong. My perception of time since I've been stuck at home has been really bad. Like, after the convention, I think it was like Wednesday or Thursday, I was like, man, it's been like 2 weeks since the convention. I'm like, wait, no, there's still people talking about it on Facebook. No, that was last weekend, never mind. It just, I don't know, it felt like more time had passed than really had. Ooh. Mountain face. Hops, you've been fairly quiet this episode, by the way. You just listened, taking it all in, learning a little bit more about your master, your friend, I should say. Oh, man, I bit his butt really bad when I bit him. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry, dude. Jeez. But, yeah, so I'm waiting on a theme song for them. I just put up the pilot yesterday, which I kind of threw together as a bit of a mishmash. It wasn't my proudest piece of work by any means, but I kind of wanted to put something up there because I couldn't put up the first episode. And I was hoping to get the first episode up yesterday to stick with my set schedule, but it did not work out that way, so I decided to put up the pilot instead, and then maybe by next Sunday they'll have it done for me, and I'll be able to add it in with the other videos, and I'll be able to start off that series, and I think it's going to be fun. I know the theme is kind of weird, starting off with Kool-Aid, but, well, you'll see. Anyways, I don't want to talk too much more about that. I'll get to some new topics in the morning. Good night. And we are awake, and that sun is up high in the sky. How come you never wake me up earlier, Hops? Why do you always wake me up around like 10 or 11 in the afternoon? This is... should wake me up early, like 5 or 6, just as the sun cracks. She'd be barking at me and be like, come on, let's go. We got places to go. We got to get to those far lands. But anyways, ooh, getting some weird lag issues there, it seemed like. Okay, that was, I don't know, it could have been the lighting, could have been anything, really. Wow, we're getting a lot of lag here. I don't know what's going on. Let's see. There's probably something that I have open. Yep, hold on. Let me just close these. What I've been finding lagging my computer the most lately has been the internet. Using a browser and leaving anything open that has any amount of ads, especially like forums or Minecraft websites especially. I'm sorry, but people hosting websites for Minecraft, can you stop with all these ads? Jeez. Okay. Are we good now? Are we safe? I was about to go and look at my frame rate, but then I was like, no, that's going to show off where we are, and I don't want to do that. So, I'll be right back. Here we go. So, yeah. Steam decided to start updating everything, because yes, what I need right now is an update for Euro Truck Simulator, the game that I haven't played all that much since the first time I played, and found out that I suck at driving a transport truck. And everything's all minimized and stuff. There we go. Now we're ready to go. So, our last day for this episode, so let's make it a good one. Getting back on topic, we are starting a more consistent vlog schedule starting this week as well. Robin is actually upstairs getting ready. And that means I have to go and shower and look all nice and pretty too. But no, we're going to put a little bit more work, a little bit more thought into how we're doing vlogs. Obviously, we don't want to look like dirtbags all the time. Obviously, people who run successful vlog channels don't, you don't see them in their mustard-covered t-shirt. And no, I'm not saying I have a mustard-covered t-shirt, although I would be surprised. I may have one somewhere. But, no, obviously people like to look and dress nice, and they want to look as presentable as they can to the people that they talk to. I thought I seen some type of creeper thing over here. I thought I seen something green moving, but maybe I was wrong. But yeah, we're going to be starting the vlogs this week. Robin usually does one on her own. I usually put up some of the older video stuff, but I'm actually looking into, well, us vlogging together on a more regular basis. Hopefully Robin will keep doing her own vlog on a regular basis, and I will be vlogging to whoever wants to listen about me talk about stuff, probably bitching and complaining, because that happens a lot. Sorry for the words that I had to use there, children. But yeah, no, you know, I know that you can't cater to every audience, but I figure, you know what? Some people may want to just hear from me. Some people might want to just hear from her. Maybe some people want to hear from both of us at the same time. Maybe you want to hear all three. I don't know. Either way, we got all of it covered, and either way, we have different ways of voicing our thoughts, opinions, concerns, and I think it's a good way for us to be able to, I guess, grow as people and to be able to communicate better with, you know, people who watch us and stuff. So the vlogs are going to recommence, and I know I've said that before in the past, but Robin does her own vlogs now. She puts them up on the channel for us, so that helps cut down on the work for me, which is awesome sauce. Yeah, it's right. I said it. I'm not even scared. But yeah, so look forward to that if you like vlogs. And again, our vlog channel is This Is Us NL for Newfoundland, not the Netherlands. Sorry, people from Netherlands. We have stolen it from you once NF was no good because then it only encompassed Newfoundland. Instead, NL encompasses Newfoundland and Labrador, which is Labrador's always been a part of our province, but man, I don't know why. We could have easily made 2 provinces out of Labrador and Newfoundland, and I think it probably would have been fine. Although there's not as many people and as many resources. Well, I shouldn't say that. In Labrador, they have a lot of natural resources. Again, that's getting into a whole other topic than that's needed right now, so. So, like I said earlier, I'm waiting for the Heatley Bros to send me some music so I can make a new intro for Nostalgic Favorites. But I'm thinking about making, well, anyone who watches my gaming channel knows that I switch up my intro as often as I can whenever I get new enough content and enough games done. Ooh, it's spooky over there. And enough games done that I'll usually do another mashup of LPs or games that I've played or will play. And I usually put them up on the channel. That's super dark in there. I'm not even. No, I'm walking away from this. Walk this way. I think I've done that joke before. But yeah, so I'm gonna be doing a new intro for the Old World Gamer channel, and I'm gonna probably do a new outro for, well, everything. Anything that's on the Old World Gamer channel will have the same outro. But the new intro I'm talking about is something that would probably go on with my theme song, and usually on like the Let's Plays and stuff that I do, the playthroughs or whatever you would like to call them. That's what that theme song will be going on to, or the intro. But I'm also thinking about doing a new outro for everything I do on my Minecraft channel. So, ooh, God, that's a long drop, Hops. I'm not even gonna let you, like, pretend to joke about it. Oh! He jumped in there, too? He jump in? Yeah! Hey, Hops. Come on, buddy. Let's make it over here to land. That was a fun little diving. Did you have fun diving there, buddy? You coming? No, you're gonna go up that way? Fine. Oh, my way is better. Ooh, look at me. I'm a dog. Yeah, and you're still following me. Anyways, yeah, so I want to do a new outro to be used on all of my Minecraft videos, so you guys can see where I put all my social stuff. I put it in the description all the time, but I know not everybody, including myself, when I'm watching other people's videos, we don't always look in the description at everything, so it's easier to see it in a video, because then if we're interested, we can say, you know what, hey, I would like to follow them on Facebook, or I would like to hear about more stuff that they're doing on Twitter. Like, some people announce their streams through Twitter. So, I mean, if you're following me on Twitter, you can probably find out about my streams that way. But, no, I want to do an outro so that you guys can see the social media, know about the other channels, and that new people can find this new content as well. So, oh, and a nice thing about after I dropped out of being a network partner, by the way, all the videos automatically took off all the advertising. I was so happy. So I'm just wondering does that mean that some of the videos that I put up before are now viewable in other countries? Even though I don't own the content, as long as I'm not putting advertisements on it, I should be able to put up the video for any country to see. So that's interesting. But yeah, with everything going the way it is, the video uploads have increased. I think I've been doing... Ooh, it's a creeper. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa! Okay, let's walk away from the creeper. He wants to blow us up. Yeah, come on, Hobbs, let's go, let's go. I thought the sand would trap him and kill him, but apparently that's not the case. Creepers do not suffocate in sand. Or at least not in that amount. Ooh, that was scary. Okay. But yeah, I'm hoping to get up at least, again, a video from Monday to Friday, every day of the week here on this channel. Same thing I'm doing on my gaming channel. And I'm going to be doing the stream on Wednesdays, of course, as I mentioned before. So if you guys want to talk to me or ask me questions or just hang out and chill or listen to me get on with my nonsense and garbage, then by all means, join me at the streams every Wednesday. For Homefront, and even if I was back at work and working evenings, I would be doing them. They'd be a little later than usual, but I'd still be doing them for, like I said, at least an hour. And so far, the streams have been somewhat successful. I can't complain by any means. As long as I have one person show up, I'm content. I have one person I can try and, I guess, entertain and speak with, and you know, just get to know better, and that's always fine. And if there's 20 of you guys, that's fine too. I'll get to know all of you. A new game that I've started playing recently again was Starbound. I'm thinking about actually streaming that on a more regular basis, and it looks like it's turning nighttime, so we should probably get holed up for the night. Hey Hops, come over here, buddy. We're gonna plop that down right there. Plop that down right there. I've been really doing these down further than expected. Yeah, we should be able to be good in here. Do and do. One there, and good night, buddy. Buddy. That reminds me of the Dave Chappelle show. Hey, buddy. And I broke my shovel. I'm gonna have to create a new one. Not with dirt, though. And, yeah. Put that down, put this down, and we will make a shovel first. But yeah, so I'm probably going to start streaming Starbound on a more regular basis. And I may be joined by Gene or possibly Scott from time to time, which will be fun, because they're both fun to hang out with and do things with and such. There we go, lots of extra wood. And, that seems to be it. I have some other lesser topics there. And when I say lesser, I mean they're not that important. Like I have one there that I have a weird thing where I can't stop cleaning my ears, and I think that I'm actually starting to cause an infection by rooting around in there as often as I am. So I try to ease off as much as I can, but if I know there's something in there, I have to get it out, kind of thing. Whether it's, you know, dead skin or whatever, and I know that's probably gross, but it happens. We all have skin in our ears, believe it or not, that sheds on a regular basis. I just clean mine out more regularly probably than most people, so, and that's a great gross way to end off the episode. At least we have some grass growing in here. Anyways, we have a full inventory. Don't have to worry about any extras or anything there. And I'm hoping to find some new people to join me on the Homefront server. If you haven't known already, the one person who was joining me for that, Steve, has gone AWOL for the third time in about a half a year, and each time that he goes for about 2 months without any cause, any warning, any notice, and every time he gives me an excuse, it's just not a very good excuse. So this time I decided I'm not waiting around for people this time. I'm continuing on with my journey, and if people show up at another point, then they do. If they don't, then they don't. So... anyways, as always, thank you all for watching. I am Stefan the Old World Gamer, and I will see you all soon for another episode of Quest of the Farlands. Good night. And zombies, be quiet. Trying to sleep. Alright, that's not going to be creepy.